Come back to live breaking news with Queensland migration. My name is Isuru Yapa. I'm an Australian registered migration agent here from Sirus Migration. So if you haven't seen us before, I was live just a while ago informing that New South Wales open for business. But the next news that we have around the corner is Queensland is opening. Queensland General Skill Migration and Business Program is opening tomorrow, the 16th of August 2022. It is going to be an exciting one because there are some long-awaited categories coming up. So tomorrow they'll be opening for 190, 491, 188 categories. So for Queensland, if you haven't done it so, it's time for you to start working on your 190 application now. As of tomorrow morning, you can start applying for your expression of interest. They'll be starting to invite for general skill migration as well as business and investor visa categories. So 190, they have not yet published the exact requirement for each category. There'll be 4 different categories for both eligibility criteria for 190 and 491 visa categories. So first category is for people who's graduated from Queensland. This is mostly extended from last year. It was for masters and PhD students. It might be a little different. It might be a little better tomorrow. So we'll be expected to come live and update you tomorrow again. And also the second category is skilled workers in Queensland. If you're currently working in Queensland, whether regional or non-regional, as long as you're working full-time, minimum of 20 hours a week, and you might have opportunities as long as your points and the other eligibility criteria stack up. And the exciting one is for skilled workers currently living in offshore. So this one was closed for a long time, few years. I can't even remember. Just before COVID, it's got shut down. So that's getting reopened this year. This is so exciting. And also, as usual, Queensland had one of the best. Queensland was one of the first one to open up the small business owner category. It's still, in my opinion, is one of the best small business owner categories among Australia. So as long as you have as long as you fulfill the normal 188, normal 190 or 491 requirement from the government, where federal government or the Department of Home Affairs, which is for 190, you need to score minimum of 65 points. Age has to be below 45, and you need to have compete in English, which is IELTS 6 in each band, or PTE 50 in each band. You also required to have a skills assessment from the occupation category that you are applying by. So last year there was a restriction for people to have minimum of 80 for 190. In Queensland, I don't think it'll be the same story this year, but we don't know until tomorrow. It's only a prediction. So regardless of your background, if you need to if you're planning to apply, tomorrow's the day in Queensland for general skill migration category. So 491 last year, if you were to be qualified through 190 category skilled workers program, you needed to have at least 6 months work experience in Queensland before you applied. Don't know what will be the category this year. And 491, it was only 3 months working in a regional area from your skills category. One other interesting program in Queensland is with the 491 small business owner. You have 2 streams now. One is the small business owner, where you where you take over someone else's business by paying $100,000. The business has to be at least 2 years old and based in a regional Queensland, which is just outside Brisbane area and the metropolitan areas, and the other categories where you establish a business, operate it for 2 years, but remember you need to have at least full-time work rights to do this. So if you're in a 485 visa or a dependent on master's visa, or even 188 A category or 482 dependent, any of those categories you can start this, or 494 dependent. So in a regional area, if you were to establish a business, this is the second stream, operate it for 2 years. The second year you need to have at least $200,000 turnover with minimum of $1 profit. So the business cannot be in loss. That's what it means. And you can apply for 491 small business owner category, as long as you fulfill most of the requirement. 491 small business owner is a very quite predictable visa nomination, where you don't have to be in the queue and wait for your invitation to come. So I like to recommend this for clients who are planning their restricted schedule sort of thing. If they are 43, 44 years of age and don't want to take a risk of running out of time by the age limit and stuff like that, it is a very good category. So you can just almost be certain that you fulfill the pre-nomination requirements and then just go right into the nomination and the visa application. Again, 188A is opening tomorrow again, 2 for all the categories, 188A, B, C. This is now talking about business and investor visa in Queensland. So 188A in Queensland, simply you only required 65 points. There is a variation in capital requirement for whether you're planning to operate the business in CBD Queensland or the metropolitan Brisbane, or in regional. So the capital requirement can vary. Last time it was 400 and 200,000. So if you're going offside, the capital requirements a lot cheaper. So again, it is 190 whether you're in a 485 visa, you're in a student visa, depending on your circumstances. 190 is a straight permanent residency in Queensland. There are so many other incentives for you to consider. So if you're currently doubtful whether you're in a you're currently on a student visa or a 485 visa or 408 visa, if you want to learn more and check your eligibility and get yourself ready for tomorrow's starting or 2020-22-23 financial year migration program in Queensland, now it is open. You can start your process. So give us a bell, be in touch. Be happy to assess your application, assess your background, and give you a proper guidance on your permanent residency pathway. We can be contacted via any of the phone numbers, email addresses, or the WhatsApp number down below, or you can contact us through our website as well. So we'll be expecting to give you a little bit more details about Queensland program and what's available, what sort of information is required, go a little bit more detail into the program once the program is open tomorrow. If there's any support that you required putting up your application, be in touch or speak to one of the qualified or registered migration agents so they can guide you properly rather than guessing your pathway. So thank you for joining the video. Please, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel by hitting the bell button or the subscribe icon. If you're on Facebook, hit the thumbs up button so you'll be or the like button or the subscribe button through Facebook too. So you'll be notified every time we put out one of these breaking news or immigration updates. So you'll be notified on your, you'll get to know your visa categories better, and so you can prepare better. So thanks very much for joining us. Have a nice day.